Codenames is a favorite family party game known for blending skill, communication, and maybe a bit of luck. While often seen as a light, fun social game, those of us who are more competitive need some strategies to help us win more. We'll teach you some of these here today on Legendary Tactics. The strategies that you bring to this game will differ depending on whether you are the spymaster, the one giving the clues, or a field operative, who are the others who are desperately trying to interpret those clues. Let's start with the spymaster. As spymaster, a basic starting point for strategy is to make sure that you check each of your potential clues against all board words showing, focusing especially on the assassin, the black card, to minimize the potential of any misinterpretation that might lead to an accidental loss. I don't know if this is true, but I've read that about a quarter of all games are lost due to accidentally having your field operatives guess the assassin card. So do your best to make sure your clue can't be mistakenly matched to the assassin tile. If there is even a slight risk your operatives will choose the assassin by accident, change your clue, even if it yields less of your team's tiles as a result. As mentioned earlier, you should also cross-check your clue against your opponent's codenames and the innocent bystander cards. If your clue could apply to an opponent's card, revise it or replace it. While less critical, also consider avoiding clues that might lead to your team choosing an innocent bystander if you can. But it is a tolerable risk to have an ambiguous clue that potentially leads your team to choose an innocent bystander if it will get you a couple of your own codenames chosen and out of the way. There's a lot that can be communicated in the way that you give clues. For example, spymasters in Codenames can use a zero clue strategically to eliminate problematic words and set up stronger future clues. A zero clue tells field operatives not to guess certain words, helping avoid the assassin or other risky cards. For example, if a strong clue like royal risks leading to the wrong guess, for example, England, a preparatory clue like country 0 can steer the team away from problematic cards. This tactic is particularly useful when leading significantly, as it minimizes the chance of a costly mistake while still maintaining the advantage. Know your team. Tailor your clues to your team's familiarity and shared experiences. With new teammates, use generic clues or incorporate cultural references if you share a similar background or age. Aim for clues that appeal to the entire team to foster discussion, enhance engagement, and improve their understanding for future turns. But listening can be just as important. As a skillful spymaster in Codenames, listening to your field operatives' discussions is essential. Their conversations reveal their thought processes, helping you refine your clues in future turns. Additionally, operatives' feedback on confidence levels and guess limits can guide your strategy, ensuring better alignment. Effective two-way communication, even within the game's constraints, is key to maximizing your team's chances of success. And observe your opponent's cards and strategy to avoid helping them inadvertently. If an opponent has a strong clue for several cards, but one of those cards belongs to your team, delay having your team guess it. Leaving the card unguessed forces the opposing spymaster to avoid giving their ideal clue, disrupting their strategy and buying your team more time. Advanced players can use chained inferences to link clues indirectly. Instead of directly targeting all intended cards, give a clue that connects to one card, which then logically leads to others. For example, Crucifixion 3 might guide teammates first to cross, then death, and then finally ghost through inferred associations. This approach carries some risk, but can be a powerful tool for achieving a quick victory. In a losing situation where the opponents are about to win, ensure your team has enough guesses to potentially claim victory in one turn. For instance, if 4 cards remain, give a clue allowing 4 guesses. Though unlikely, it keeps hope alive. Alternatively, use the unlimited guess rule to let your team guess as many cards as possible until a mistake occurs, enabling them to revisit missed clues and maximize their chances of coming back for the victory. What can the field operatives, the people having to guess the codenames from the given clues, do to help the team win? First of all, field operatives in Codenames, unless it is obviously safe, should generally avoid guessing the center card due to its higher likelihood of being the assassin. The assassin appears in the center square in 10% of games, twice as often as in other squares. This occurs because, across all possible keycard orientations, the assassin occupies the center 16 times out of 160. If uncertain, it's statistically safer to choose a card outside the center. Obviously, prioritize guessing code names based on your confidence level. Start with the card or cards you're most certain about, and choose the rest according to the decreasing level of certainty. It is generally better to avoid making guesses when completely unsure. It's better to stop guessing rather than risk selecting an opponent's card or the assassin. Don't feel compelled to use all the guesses given by the spymaster if you're not confident in the connections, but remember which clues you were given, the clue numbers previously provided, and how many code names were chosen in case future clues give more context and allow you to go back and choose code names with confidence based on previous clues given. During your opponent's turns, stay engaged and try to deduce their clues. If they don't guess all the relevant cards, figure out the remaining ones to eliminate them as possibilities for your turn. However, keep your thoughts to yourself. Whisper to your teammates, but don't help the other team by voicing your deductions. That said, even though it might give an attentive opponent some advantage, openly discuss your reasoning with your teammates. Explaining your thoughts can help your spymaster create better clues in future turns and may inspire new ideas. This also applies when you're the only field operative. Sharing your thought process helps the spymaster understand any mistakes and guide you more effectively. As a field operative, there's nothing against communicating your confidence to your spymaster. If you've figured out previous clues that you missed earlier, let your spymaster know. For example, saying, "I feel confident I can guess 2 of the cards from previous clues," helps your spymaster focus on new clues while giving you extra guesses to revisit earlier ones. Though Codenames relies on less rigid strategy compared to other games, using these tips can give you a competitive edge. Ultimately, strong team chemistry, communication skills, and familiarity are most crucial for success at this game. We hope these tips help you win more games of Codenames. This is Legendary Tactics.